not have the detox here right now, but again, we'd like to welcome you all and thank you all for coming today. We're going to have our first speaker up today. We're going to have Finding the Health Coach Within. Finding the health coach within is very important. So if you ever try to find out, well, how do I just start out detoxing? How do I start out being a little bit more healthy? Well, we're going to let Ruma tell you about that. So at this time, we're going to ask her to come on up. Come on up, everyone, give her a hand clap, please. All right. You can speak freely whichever way, yes.
So, first of all, thank you for coming out. And today I am doing a presentation on finding the health coach within. And so we're pretty much going to go through what health coaching is, pretty much, and then how you can apply those skills within your own self to help you achieve the different goals that you want to achieve with whatever your health is. So we're going to go through the slide. Okay. Can everybody see that? I know it's kind of...
You can move it over a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little size. Huh?
Okay. So, so the first slide. So we're talking about here the different things that each and every person goes through when it comes to starting off trying to achieve whatever your goals are. So like, for example, I know most of you, for 2019, you all had a health and wellness goal. Is that correct? Like everybody has like a goal that they want to achieve for 2019? Yeah? Okay. Are you on track with meeting that goal right now? So whatever that health and wellness goal was for yourself, are you on track right now? So everybody's on track with it? Okay, so how many people have bought like a new treadmill or a new bike? They signed up to run a 3K or signed up for a gym membership. Anybody done that? Okay. So are you using any of that right now?
Yes, I signed up for a boot camp.
Okay.
3 days a week.
And the reason I'm asking is because a lot of times we, when we're trying to work on achieving whatever our goals are, we get to the point to where we think that, okay, if I get some new shoes, some new clothes, if I get the new workout equipment or a new gym membership, this is going to be the change for me. And majority of the time, that is not the case. Like, we don't need the new shoes or the new treadmill. You can stick with whatever you had last year. So it's no big, thing out here that's just going to really be the next step. So we can go through the next slide. Okay, so one of the first steps of finding the health coach within is first creating a vision for yourself. So that's going to be the first step. So that's you taking out 10 or 15 minutes out of your day to kind of create your vision and think about what it is. And I know that sounds kind of different, and a lot of you probably haven't done it before. Who have done like a kind of like a vision or took time out to kind of envision yourself and what you want to do with your health? Go ahead. Okay. So that's the first step. So creating your vision, taking time out to do that. And so it's not just a one-day thing. You want to do it daily. That way you can make sure that you're on track. So if it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, you do it on a regular basis. So we can move to the next slide. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take some time out to do that together right now. So we're going to take out at least 5 or 10 minutes to create whatever, to think about whatever your vision is. So what I mean by that is you're going to take this time to think about whatever your vision is. So if you want to work on running on the treadmill for 30 minutes, so you take that time out to envision yourself running on the treadmill, what it feels like, what your feet feel like hitting the treadmill, what you got on, what day you're going to go and use the treadmill. And so we're gonna do that for 10 or 15 minutes. So I want everybody to close their eyes and, you know, get in a relaxed state.
5 minutes.
Okay. So whatever your wellness goal is, take the time out to envision that right now. And then go through whatever that is, whether it's, you know, you running on the treadmill, whether it's you completing a 3K or 5K or a marathon, whatever it may be. Okay. So that's kind of like a small example of what envisioning what you want to do when it comes to your goals. And you can practice doing that, you know, daily, or you can do it, you know, 5 or 10 minutes, whatever, you know, fits with your schedule. So the idea is to do it on a daily basis, so it's something that's keeping you on track, and it serves as a reminder of what it is that you are working on, so you're not sidetracked.
I got a question. So when you doing something like that, when you talking about envisioning, you know, what is your wellness goals and things you want to do, do you combine that with your, let's just say you're trying to lose weight, right? So let's just say Monday, or you set up a goal, so okay, with Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm gonna do this, and this, right? So then, do you implement your actual weight loss in that? You know, as far as, or do you consider putting that on a different, you know, don't mix those two together? Meaning,
You mean
like so let's just say Monday you lost from Monday to Wednesday you lost 2 pounds, right? So then that Wednesday when you go back down and say, okay, I hit this goal, do you write that in there, or do you separate that, you know, separate the two?
No, you can keep it together because it could serve as a accomplishment, as a reward, and it can kind of keep you, you know, on track to keep going.
I got you.
Yep. The next slide. Okay, so what is health coaching? So I don't know if everyone's seen that term before, or the title health coaching. So health coaching is used across, I guess, the health and wellness field in different ways. But for my experience, health coaching is pretty much the process of where the coach is helping the individual bring out what they already know that they should be doing, and actually helping them apply that to their day-to-day life. So that's pretty much what health coaching is. So we're providing support, we're helping you get through different challenges, we're working through barriers, and we're also pointing out that you within yourself know what it is that you should be doing. So it's not like you're looking at the health coach as the all, like they have all the answers. So it's taking away the fact that, you know, the coach doesn't have all the answers, but you yourself have the answers as well. Okay. Okay, these are some of the techniques that we use in health coaching. So goal setting, motivational interviewing, positive psychology, and stages of change. So looking at those different techniques, these are some of the things that you could apply to your own self when you're working on trying to set and reach your goals. So you can think about, okay, what are my goals? What type of questions can I ask when it comes to motivational interviewing? Meaning, like, you know, what's my purpose for doing this? Am I achieving it? You know, do I need to do something differently? And then positive psychology is pretty much you, you know, giving yourself positive reinforcement on a regular basis. Next slide. Okay. So this talks about in detail what motivational interviewing is. So pretty much you're asking powerful questions to yourself, and they're not questions where you get like a yes or no. So motivational interviewing is more so questions where we can get more in-depth answers. Next slide. Okay. So this talks about the stages of change. So there are, I don't know if you can move it over so you can. Can you move it over to the right so they can see the So these are the different stages that you go through. So, and this is kind of important. So like, for example, pre-contemplation. This is a stage where once you're here, this individual does not, they don't see that they need to make the change, which is okay. So if you, for instance, are at this stage, at this point, a technique that you could do is kind of write out the pros and cons. So you don't see yourself wanting to make the change, but you could write out the pros and cons and say, okay, the pros of doing this is X, Y, Z, the cons is X, Y, Z. And that'll help you get to the contemplation stage, which is you actually thinking about it. So now you went from not seeing it, but now you're thinking about it. And then the next stage is preparation. And when you're at this stage, you're actually getting ready or preparing yourself to actually do something. And then, of course, action is you actually doing it. And then maintenance is you maintaining. You have your routine and, everything is going. And then also, another thing to add is that you can go from, maintenance, even back to pre-contemplation. But the key thing is to recognize it and take the time out to kind of work through it instead of just kind of brushing it off. And then at the bottom we have relapse, which is, you pretty much getting off track with whatever you're going to. Okay, next slide. Okay, so positive psychology is pretty much you, like we talked about, giving yourself positive reinforcement and thinking about things in a positive way versus reflecting on the negative things. So if something happens, you happen to plan to go to the gym one day and you don't make it. Instead of looking at it as the negative part about it, you can reflect on the positive things. Okay, I didn't make it today, but I can go tomorrow. Or, I'm going to try to go tomorrow because I know the benefits of exercise. The next one. So open-ended questions and powerful questions. So like we were talking about, you don't pretty much want to ask yourself the basic yes or no. So you want to be able to ask yourself powerful questions and get deeper answers about those questions that you're asking. Okay, so SMART goal. So when you're setting a goal for yourself, you want to make sure, it's meeting all of these areas. So you want to make sure it's specific, you want to make sure it's measurable, attainable, realistic, in a timely manner. So that way when it's broken down like this, you have a clear understanding of what it is that you're wanting to achieve and work on.
What do you mean by measurable?
Like for example, let's say you wanted to exercise. So you would say, okay, I want to exercise 3 days out of the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 3:30. That's something that's measurable versus just saying, I'm going to go exercise. So affirmations is something that you can do on a daily basis, and it's just reminding yourself of what it is that you want to work on. So your affirmation could be, I am at a certain rate. So it's kind of like the I am in front of everything. So writing it as if it already is. So you don't want to put it to where it's something that is past tense or something to where you're not really clear on what it is that you're trying to achieve. So, and this is something that you can do on a daily basis. So it's pretty much it's pretty much increasing your belief system and what it is that you're trying to improve or work on. Okay, reflections is just you reflecting on what it is that you're working on. And not even that, like for example, let's say you find yourself in a situation where you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna choose, just using this as an example, I'm gonna choose a cheeseburger over a salad. And you know for sure that you've been working on trying to change your diet, and you choose the cheeseburger, and you're thinking about choosing the cheeseburger over the salad, you can reflect on it and say, okay, if I choose the cheeseburger, what is this going to do? Versus if I choose the salad. Like, what's a better option? So this could be something that you could take the time out to do, for 5 minutes. And that is it. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, can you give an example of to ask powerful questions? So what would an example of a question like that be?
So, like, for example, you could say, like, tell me like something that you're working on right now.
Something I'm working on is, I'm actually working on toning or building a little bit more muscle.
Okay, so a powerful question would be, why is that important to you?